Hey, well, I was out at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival again last night, and the show I checked out last night was Ange Lavoipierre's I've Got 99 Problems, and here is an exhaustive list of them. Now, to call this an unusual show is being very, very kind. This is a show with a difference. Now, I use that term very, very sparingly, because I think just about every time I chat to a comedian on our show, I always get told my show is different to anything else you'll ever see before. And really, it's only about 5% of the time that that's true. But that was definitely the case last night with Ange's show. This is an absolutely fantastic show if you enjoy a show where you really don't know what is going to happen next. Now, the premise of the show is that over the 50 minutes, you're going to hear about 99 problems that Ange has in her life. And to make that happen a little bit faster, there's a couple of songs thrown in there. But there's also large parts of this show that goes away from that premise as well. You hear a lot about an ex that Ange dated, and spiders play a very, very big part of this show as well. Now, that's the first surprise that you're going to get, a spider suit. But Ange's stories about spiders and how they've been following her are absolutely brilliant. It's what ties this entire show together, and it works really well. One of my highlights, and I won't ruin this for anyone that's going along to the show, because I think one of the things that makes this show work so well is that surprise element that you get when you don't know what's coming next. There's something that happens during this show that does involve some audience participation that revolves around Charlotte's Web, and it made me laugh and laugh and laugh. In fact, it was probably one of the parts of the show that I laughed the most during. It was just absolutely fantastic, an amazing part of the show, and great that Ange came up with it. But this was such a creative show that it didn't just feel like a stand-up comedy show. It felt like a theatre production. There was a lot of use of music. There was a lot of use of audio clips that Ange then reacted to. But I think what I really loved about the show was how everything tied together so well. There was a lot of areas covered during this show, but it all tied together so well. It is one of those shows where you do get laugh after laugh. There's some amazing moments in this show that Ange has been able to create, and some amazing stories that she tells as well. So if you're in the mood for a show that is full of surprises and that you really don't know what's going to come next, definitely go and check out Ange's show. It's on 8:30 each night for a little while at the Butterfly Club. I can easily see why Ange has picked up awards at some of the other festivals that she's been at. She's very, very creative with the way that the show is put together. And like I said, this is one of those shows where I would use the term, this is like something you've never seen before. I'm giving the show 3.5 out of 5. Not everyone is going to like it if you just want to go along and see a stand-up comedian, but if you like your comedy to come with a little bit of theatre as well, then you are going to absolutely love this show. 3.5 out of 5. Go along and check it out at the Butterfly Club.